Today on Investigate TV Plus, transforming test scores.
It's not a miracle. It's hard work. It's comprehensive work. You can't shortcut this stuff.
We reveal the work boosting reading performance and explore whether their solutions can help improve other districts.
We don't want to be a flash in the pan. We want to continue the success because our families and our students deserve it.
Then building a brand with YouTube videos, only for it to be manipulated.
I was just stunned. I couldn't believe it.
The steps one content creator took to reclaim her image, plus why experts say anyone with an online presence is vulnerable.
And sometimes the most powerful connections don't need Wi-Fi or cell service.
I was able to say those last things that I wasn't able to say to him while he was still here.
How a special phone is helping people find closure after death.
In-depth stories that inform and inspire. You're watching Investigate TV Plus. By and large, the numbers paint a troubling picture: ongoing academic declines among U.S. students. I'm Lee Zurich.
And I'm Tisha Powell. According to results from the 2024 Nations Report Card, average reading and math scores for both 4th and 8th graders across the country remain significantly lower than before the pandemic, and achievement gaps are widening. The latest scores from the congressionally mandated test, widely considered the gold standard for national assessment, detail an alarming slide in reading. About 40% of 4th graders and 33% of 8th graders are not meeting basic proficiency, which means consistently understanding written text and interpreting its meaning.
But as many states struggle to recover, one region has posted strong, perhaps unexpected gains. It's been coined the Southern Surge, and it's a rare bright spot amidst a lack of national progress. But can it be a roadmap for other parts of the country?
To help answer that question, we visited a 4th grade classroom in Louisiana, a state that jumped to its highest ranking ever. Students and educators there tell us they are rewriting the narrative on what's possible in public education.
So remember, while we were reading, we were looking for what type of character is John Henry.
On the surface, this may sound like your average 4th grade reading class.
So let's open up our ELA journal.
But listen closer.
All right, what else do we need?
And you'll hear what many are calling a quiet revolution.
Our second thing is his what? Words, I hear you.
Word by word, English language arts classrooms across Louisiana, much like this one, have helped push the state's 4th grade reading scores to their highest ranking ever.
What do you attribute that to?
Oh, patience, hard work.
Teacher Tiffany Morgan grew up in the state and came up through its public school system.
I'm very proud on a personal level that we are growing and we're showing the country what we can do.
According to the 2024 Nations Report Card, Louisiana 4th graders led the nation in reading growth for the second time in a row, jumping from last place to 16th in just 5 years.
It's a special time in Louisiana.
Natchitoches Parish School District Superintendent Grant Eloy says state education initiatives implemented over the last few years have played a critical role in his district's success. Efforts like going back to basics, which includes a comprehensive literacy plan rooted in phonics and a commitment to the mastery of basic math skills.
The properties of operations.
But when it comes down to it, he says none of it would be possible without the teachers.
How are we going to explain these calculations?
There is nothing more important than what the teacher is doing during that time period, that they have the attention of their students.
To capitalize on that, the district is investing in teacher education, partnering with the National Institute for Excellence in Teaching, and hiring master teachers who specialize in mentorship and training.
Hopefully everybody's gotten those in their trackers.
We know from the research that when teachers collaborate, it builds teacher self-efficacy, and when you have that, teachers improve, i.e. students improve.
What are some things that John Henry did?
Morgan says new strategies like tailoring learning to the needs of each individual child are working.
Our kids who aren't able to read as well, we're working on fluency. Students who can't read at all, we're working on those phonics skills and letter sounds.
Between 2021 and 2025, an additional 12% of students in the district improved their state test scores to proficient, meaning they're ready for the next grade level without additional support.
I like to read big books that's entertaining.
9-year-old Jacob Kinney says he's learning to master a skill that matters.
Do you think learning to read will help you in other subjects?
Yes.
Why?
Because I'll be able to get my education to go to college.
How important is a strong reading foundation to their education moving forward through life?
Oh, it's very important. I mean, you can't really do anything if you can't read.
In November 2025, the Louisiana Department of Education awarded Natchitoches Parish its highest district performance score ever, a reflection of the academic achievement and growth of its students. When you look at your students and your families and the socioeconomic status, this is a big jump for your community.
Yeah, so much of education is tied to socioeconomics.
According to the district, the majority of its families are considered economically disadvantaged.
We're poor in a poor state, so we're very proud of our success.
But the success isn't isolated to the district, or even Louisiana for that matter. 3 other states in the South saw impressive growth on the nation's report card.
And these are states that have been pretty much at the bottom of state distribution on these test scores. They are really rising, sometimes pretty dramatically.
Education writer Natalie Wexler says there could be many reasons for those lower scores historically, but much of the region faces a shared challenge.
We know that poverty is highly correlated with lower test scores, and those states have high poverty rates.
In fact, Louisiana has the highest poverty rate in the country. It's followed by neighboring Mississippi, a state that now leads the nation in 4th grade reading and math score increases on the nation's report card since 2013.
Going from literally the bottom of the barrel to where we are now, it's proof of all the outstanding work that takes place in our school districts in Mississippi.
People talk about it as a Mississippi miracle.
Scott Marion of the National Center for the Improvement of Educational Assessment says the recent gains in the state should be celebrated, but not oversimplified.
It's not a miracle. It's hard work. It's comprehensive work.
Marion is a board member of the National Assessment Governing Board, which oversees the nation's report card.
The way that you actually raise test scores give kids a strong opportunity to learn with high quality instructional materials. You can't shortcut this stuff.
Wexler says if we look at states like Louisiana, it's clear that a rich curriculum focused on knowledge building is key.
Louisiana has looked at not just problems on the decoding side, the phonics problem, but also problems with reading comprehension instruction. And that is likely to produce more long-lasting gains.
But even in Louisiana, about 1/3 of all students in kindergarten through 3rd grade still aren't reading on grade level.
It's a complicated problem. The best place to address it is early elementary grades, because the longer that this lack of access to academic knowledge goes on, the wider that gap becomes.
And Wexler cautions putting too much weight on test scores.
They can give us a general idea of what's going on, but I think we also need to look at other measures, other research, and talk to teachers and kids about what's going on in classrooms.
I like the way you're going because you're explaining how he's a competent person, so keep going.
Because at the end of the day, those classrooms are charting a course well beyond standardized assessments.
I just want to keep growing them so that they're successful in life.
You need to have 0 in the dividend.
Not for the recognition, but for what it means for the future.
My hope is it continues because we don't want to be a flash in the pan. We want to continue the success because our families and our students deserve it.
The superintendent of Natchitoches Parish tells us federal funding has made much of that success possible, financing growth initiatives for both students and teachers. But he says the future of that funding remains a significant concern. For example, in 2023, the district was awarded a $14 million federal grant to support literacy, tutoring, and other academic improvements. The superintendent said it can't be overstated how big that was for the district, but that money is set to run out in October of 2026. And he says he doesn't anticipate a renewal given recent changes within the Department of Education.
Still to come, a painful sting leads to a near-death experience, and the culprit is no bigger than your fingernail.
My family was here to help, thank goodness. I lost consciousness and they actually caught me as I was going down.
We'll explain the dangers of a ruthless invader that might already be in your backyard.
But first, a content creator finds herself starring in an ad she never made.
I don't care about the gray hair, but I do care about my image and my likeness promoting something that I don't believe in.
We'll break down how fake videos can be used to deceive unsuspecting customers. You're scrolling social media and a video catches your eye, but what if what you're seeing isn't real? The lines can blur between authentic and altered, especially with advancements in artificial intelligence.
In just minutes, the technology can take a real video and manipulate it in a way that's deceiving to those watching.
It's why a content creator in Virginia is warning her followers after she says videos surfaced of her selling a product she's never even heard of.
Investigative reporter Jasmine Turner takes an in-depth look at her case and how you can help protect your own digital identity.
I made this shirt. It is my custom design, so I know it doesn't belong to anyone else but me.
Karen Flowers is passionate about hair care.
I have a product line, a Curl House product line, and I have a YouTube channel, Karen of Curl House.
So if you don't know me, allow me to introduce myself. I am Karen Flowers. I'm the owner of Curl House.
With more than 90,000 followers, the licensed cosmetologist shares tutorials and creates short videos teaching others.
And I'm just gonna pull it up into a high puff.
Flowers says in the last 5 years, her YouTube page has really grown. She says she spends hours shooting and editing in her home, so Flowers knows what she has and hasn't created.
I post videos on everything relevant to hair. And I know my image. I know what I look like. So my cousin sent me a recording of a video where someone or a company had used my exact image to promote their life insurance.
Let's face it, you're either lazy or just not that bright. If you're over 50 and haven't claimed your state-backed $25,000 burial benefit.
The video is Flowers with her custom designed shirt, but it's clearly not her voice.
When I looked at it, I thought, I was just stunned. I couldn't believe it. I am not affiliated with life insurance at all. And I knew because it was my image and it wasn't my voice, I knew it was maybe AI generated. I'm not really sure, but I knew it was a deep fake. I didn't even know what that term meant until after this happened to me.
This finally puts an end to life insurance companies ripping off seniors.
Deep fakes are digitally altered videos. In this case, you see Flowers, but you hear someone else. And if you've never seen her content, you might fall for what the deep fake is selling.
The biggest example that we're seeing outside of deep fakes right now is the ability for hackers and scammers to use AI to search the entire internet for your persona. Understand who you are, where you work, maybe where you live. That allows them to create bespoke, customized phishing emails, text messages, and even fake voice calls to trick you into giving away things like money or your personal information.
Cybersecurity expert Alex Nettie says AI is powerful, but the downsides continue to be exposed.
We're in a position where we spend so much time focused on this technology, which again, AI is remarkable. But just like with all technology, it can always be misused.
Nettie says the U.S. currently lags behind other countries in establishing legislation to crack down on AI.
There's no current legislation that protects us here or abroad. That being said, there are some senators and House of Representatives members that are looking at potential legislation.
We reached out to YouTube, sharing Flowers' page and the AI-generated ad.
So I am going to go through the channels at YouTube to actually submit to have it taken down. But even though I submit it, it still has to be reviewed and it still has to be approved. Even though it is clearly my likeness, I still have to go through this process.
Just 24 hours later, a spokesperson confirmed the channel the video came from was terminated, going on to say it also permanently suspended the advertiser's account. A relief for Karen Flowers.
I don't care about the gray hair, but I do care about my image and my likeness promoting something that I don't believe in.
And she wants other people to be aware and act if they see themselves attached to fake content.
I also want to know, and I'm sure other business owners want to know, and some of my colleagues and friends who are content creators, what do we do to protect ourselves when stuff like this happens?
YouTube says under their misrepresentation policy, they don't allow advertisers to run ads that scam users by concealing or mistaking information about the advertiser's business, product, or service. They also said they made policy updates in 2024 to allow people to request the removal of AI-generated content that simulates their face or voice.
Still ahead, a tiny invasive insect wages war beneath our feet, and research suggests it's winning. Why experts say this ant poses a threat to native species.
Their sting is described as feeling like liquid fire, and for some people, it may be the last thing they feel at all.
We're talking about ruthless killers you didn't even know could be in your garden, and they're annihilating their tiny rival architects that build America's underground world.
Reporter Alex Flippen digs into the invasion of the Asian needle ant and how they have already spread to more than 20 states.
It packs a painful sting you will not forget. Even worse,
You won't know if you're allergic to it until you're stung.
working in the Georgia garden she loves, Susan Simon has been stung 3 times. And that third time could have been the last.
My family was here to help, thank goodness. I lost consciousness and they actually caught me as I was going down.
She was taken down by this, a tiny insect measuring just 0.2 of an inch long. It's called the Asian needle ant, a fast-spreading invader that has no business in a Georgia garden, much less any of the other 21 U.S. states where it's been reported, according to experts like James Vogt, an entomologist with the U.S. Forest Service.
Just the sheer extent to which these ants are able to invade forests and take over in needle ant infested areas.
There's one right there.
If you go out and pick up a piece of wood, the overwhelming possibility is it has Asian needle ants in it.
And that's the danger invasive species like the Asian needle ant pose. Native ants keep the ecosystem healthy. They break down organic matter, aerate the soil, distribute the seeds of native plants, and they keep other insect populations in check. But Dr. Vogt says there's literally a war being fought right under our feet. And when the Asian needle ant goes to battle, domestic ants disappear.
A 10-year study conducted by the USDA Forest Service's Southern Research Station of areas infested by Asian needle ants in Athens, Georgia, showed 60% of native ants went locally extinct, meaning the home team is losing. So, what can you do? Dr. Vogt suggests anyone already sensitive to stings speak to their doctor about getting a prescription for an EpiPen to counteract severe allergic reactions. And Susan Simon's advice?
I don't know what we can do about it except just stay away.
Which is the best advice, even from the experts.
I leave them alone when they're outside. I think because of the health risk, people need to consider that carefully when they're considering whether they want to take action or not.
Better to be safe than stung.
Dr. Vogt suggests anyone who sees what they believe to be an Asian needle ant call their local agriculture extension office, and again, to leave them alone and walk the other way. Now I have something else to be afraid of.
Seriously.
Something other creepy crawly creature to be scared of.
Next time my wife yells at me for not doing work outside and things like that, I'm just going to show her the story and say, hey, you know what? I'm trying to protect us.
There could be Asian needle ants
Exactly.
out there.
You never know, Jenny.
Yeah.
All right, up next, letting words get lost in the wind.
Some place to come and deal with that grief and to reach out to their loved ones and have those final conversations that they couldn't have.
How a call that no one answers can help people heal from grief. All across the world, tucked away in quiet, peaceful places, are phones that will never ring. But for those grieving a loved one, it offers something technology never could: a chance to say the words that were left unspoken.
Reporter Mackenzie Richmond takes us to a memorial garden outside of Portland, Oregon, to show us how the phone is helping people heal.
High up on a hillside overlooking the Tualatin Valley, an old rotary phone sits quietly among the trees. It doesn't ring, and you won't hear another voice when you put it to your ear. It's called the wind phone.
It's not connected to anything. It's just connected to the universe, so you can say whatever you feel needs to be said.
It may sound simple, but for someone carrying the weight of grief, it can mean the world.
There's so much closure in just verbalizing how you feel.
The idea originated in Japan more than a decade ago, when a man put a disconnected phone in his garden to speak with a cousin who died. But that phone became a pilgrimage site for many after a devastating tsunami in 2011 took more than 15,000 lives.
It actually became a pilgrimage site, some place to come and deal with that grief and to reach out to their loved ones and have those final conversations that they couldn't have.
The idea found its way to North America, where there are now 260 Win phones. 5 of them are in Oregon, and 1 of them is right here in the hills of Portland.
I thought, oh, finally something I can have and I can go to. Having somewhere beautiful to go and experience that grief, it really makes a difference. It really does.
It's offered healing to many, including General Manager Lisa Diamond.
Even though I'm in the death care industry, it doesn't mean that I'm immune from grief. I lost my mother 2 years ago. I still felt the need to still have conversations with her, to still give her updates on my life, to still tell her that now I'm a grandma.
It's not therapy. It's not high tech. It's just a quiet place for the conversations you never got to have.
I had a very close friend pass away a couple weeks ago. I was able to say those last things that I wasn't able to say to him while he was still here. And it truly helped me release that grief.
But if you aren't ready for that last conversation yet, there's no rush. The phone will be there.
I have not used it yet. I'm trying to prepare myself for that moment. I don't know if I'm ready yet, but I'm looking forward to the day that I am. I think it will bring a lot of closure for me, and I think it can bring closure to so many people.
For those who prefer to write their own thoughts out on paper, the Win phone in Portland has a secure mailbox inside the booth.
Twice a month, staff say they pulled the letters out for a ceremonial burning. And that's it for us on Investigate TV Plus. I'm Tisha Powell.
And I'm Lee Zurich. Thanks for watching. On the next Investigate TV Plus, digital price tags are popping up in thousands of grocery stores nationwide.
The price of gas changes maybe multiple times a day. I think many of us are less accustomed to that happening in a grocery store, seeing the price of milk change multiple times a day.
Experts explain how the upgraded technology could be combined with artificial intelligence to forever change your shopping experience and the prices you pay.